normally seen. Jimtiki, commercial banking system. We do have a banking, system like commercial, non-commercial, scheduled, non-scheduled, private, indigenous, developmental bank. So, ete jo bank kuda achi. One regulatory authority, that is RBI, who try to regulate all these banking organizations for the smooth conduct of bank. Second one is payment and settlement. Third one is protection of the investors and mobilization of the saving. These are the major objective why the authority was there. 71 more institutions are there, that is called LIC. Insurance agencies like general insurance, your life insurance. Further, general insurance to categorize in different various way. Life insurance be I categorize kuruchu. And all these insurance organizations, institutions, and the product and services are being monitored by the higher authority, that is called IRDA of India. But when we're talking about SEBI, SEBI is an authority who actually rules the and take care of a particular financial institution who is highly fluctuative, that is stock exchanges. Stock exchanges are those kind of financial institutions who came along with the high fluctuation, who came along with the high risk, who came along with the high speculations, who came along with the high profit. So that's why when there is a high risk along with a high profit, definitely the requirement of these regulations, act, settlement rules and regulation, investor protection are the major parameter to look after or to look control. So that's why the SEBI was propounded in the year of 1988. The SEBI was propounded in 1988, but it was formalized in the 1992. On 30th of the January, it was formalized. It was came as a non-statutory body in the 1988, but it under government as a statutory body. Kebe hela established kebe hela? It was established in the 30th January of 1992, but government under ko asla 12th April 1992. Tinta date tame man rakhibo. Gote hela SEBI was propounded unofficially as a non-statutory body in the year of 1988. Eta oda formation karagala. 30th January 1992 ro ara gote status change kari ako SEBI beli ame kohuchu. But in the year of 1992 12th April, it was came under the government establishment under the Security Exchange Board of India Act 1992, where the major major objective of creating SEBI is to protect the investors' interest, savings and settlement. Bujhila pillamani? It is a autonomous body and it was came under the Union Finance Ministry of India under the accountability of the Parliament. So आपण SEBI रो जहाँ भी decisions देखुचंती सेतरे भी government रो interference रहुची जोटी के overall administration और supervision किए करूची ना Union Finance Ministry जोटा की Parliament under रे अछि, that is being looking after. So if you see this particular small description एठी देखो टिके मैं enlarge करची. So full form of SEBI is Security Exchange Board of India. Year of establishment is 1988. Headquarter, it is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. SEBI chairman, Miss Madhavi Puri. Now she is the chairman of SEBI, and it was sector of security market. Now came to the formation of SEBI. Formation of SEBI केमती हला जेमती कि I told you that in 88 as a non-statutory body it was established. On 30th January 1992, the SEBI was formed according to the SEBI Act of 1992. But in 12 April 1992, it was constitution as a under the Government of India as a capital market. So these are the three major formation was made जदि मैं हेडक्वार्टर्स कथा कहबो लोकेशन इज देयर इन मुंबई there are 4 regional head offices. One is there in New Delhi, one is in Kolkata, one is in Chennai, and last one is in Ahmedabad. তাহলে আমি চারটা জায়গায় আমি তার হেডকোয়ার্টার্স দেখুছো apart from the head office that is in Mumbai. তো কি কোটি কোটি দিল্লি, কলকাতা, চেন্নাই and Ahmedabad. Came to a simple structural structure of SEBI. SEBI ର structure କଣ? ଯେତେବେଳେ SEBI କି RBI ଦେଖୁଛ ନା ତାଦେହରେ ବହୁତ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ର ଇଣ୍ଟରଫେରେନ୍ସ ରହୁଛି. SEBI is an autonomous organization work under the Union Finance Ministry where the chairman is nominated by the Union Government of India. 2 members, that is officers from the Union Finance Ministry, who are the member of that SEBI group. Then 1 member from RBI, and the remaining 5 members are nominated by the Union Government of India. 3 of the 5 members should be full-time members from the Union Government of India. बुझेला एटा हला तार स्ट्रक्चर. तो के रोचन जने चेयरमैन रहिबे जे कि तमरो माधवी पुरी. 2 members रहिबे, they are the officers from the Union Finance Ministry, that means Finance Ministry तक दोची. जने मेंबर रहिबा RBI रो जे तो आज का डेट रे RBI भी SEBI सहित इन्वॉल्व रोची in the transactions and all. Remaining 5 members, semane be nominated through Union Government of India. Out of 3, like out of 5, 3 are full-time members. तांगर अन्य कोनोसी काम नहीं. The last former हमर की थिले chairman अजय त्यागी थिले. After अजय त्यागी, Madhavi Puri was the new and current SEBI chairman who's taking the post from March 2022. These are the structure of SEBI. ଯେତେବେଳେ एग्जाम रे भी तमे लेखुଛ स्ट्रक्चर SEBI टिके अपडेट नबो. जदी भी तंकर चेयरमैन चेंज हेतिबे ताहले चेयरमैन को नाटा डिफरेंट लिखिबो. सेटिया माधवी पूरी लिखिबोनी, टिके चेंजेस देखिबो. ओके, कोन हला पिला माने नित भांगिनी तम मानकर? Am I audible?
Yes.
तो मोर माने क्लियर अछि तो माने वॉइस ब्रेक होनी?
नहीं मैम क्लियर अछि.
ओके, देखो रजरे झियोटी आंसर दोची, पो माने की आंसर दो नांती.
नहीं मैडम क्लियर अछि.
Okay. Now came to the functions of SEBI. What are the general function and major powers of SEBI? जदि हमें तो rules regulation कथा कहूचु. Actually SEBI कौन कहूची ना, it was empowered the total frame of rules regulation, creating guidelines and directing that guidelines how to implement. Major काम होला SEBI रो इटा कौन ना, से total framework करिबो, rules regulations guideline एगुडा सब creation करिबो and direction दबो how to implement it. And the major objective है save the investors protection, save the investors and settlement जोटा में कहूचु जेमति कि trading settlement सेटा हब्बा दरकार. You can't go away from that. As a SEBI rules regulation most probably imparted to save the to make the smooth conduct of settlement of the tradings and consumer protection. ए दीटा major objective को लेके ना SEBI होची. तो ए दीटा major objective को लेके ही functions गुड़ा भी derive करा जाउची. So what are the functions of SEBI? First function है it act as a depository system, participated and participants and custodial of the investor protection. एटा गोटे depository system भले आमे देखुछु. Depository system कहले कोन बुझे? Depository system where we will make a deposit, we will make an investment for the longer time period. अबे as a investor हमें जो बहुत लंबा period पे investment करूछु, that is called depository system. It was it was look like a depository system where participants and custodians are evenly worked. Participants एटी किए? एटी participants investors होती. एटी participants हेले intermediations, जो माने कि intermediary channel create करछले in between the investors and the investee. And custodians are those people who are taking care of the custodies. Custodies कहले हमर पैसा हमें थोड़ा मु थोड़ा 10,000 rupees कोटी investment करिछि. तो custodian है जो company जो कंपनी पाखरे मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट करछि ही इज द कस्टोडियल ऑफ माय प्रोडक्ट ऑफ माय इन्वेस्टमेंट ता काम होला कोन दैट कस्टोडीज जो कस्टोडीज आसुछि जहा इन्वेस्टमेंट आसछि ताको से अपग्रेडेड करिवो allocate karibo in a proper way so that it will came along with the more profit towards the people. Got it? That is called depository, participants and custodial, which is the first function of SEBI. Second है debenture trustees and trust deeds. Debenture trustees कहले कौन बुझे? Debenture कहले जो केमती तमको बुझेबी जेमती कि for an example we will make a investment for different shares or different stocks. धर आपण इक्विटी रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करचंदी सेमती इक्विटी रे डिफरेंट टाइप्स रोची जेमती कि प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी रोची जनरल इक्विटी रोची तर तमे गोटे प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करिछ और मु गोटे जनरल इक्विटी रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करिछ डिवेंचर ट्रस्ट कोन मु सेटा कहूछ तमनको तो प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी और जनरल इक्विटी भीतर डिफरेंस कोन इक्विटी भीतर फर्स्ट हला इक्विटी कोन इक्विटी इज द मोस्ट पॉपुलर प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सेबी सेबी रे जदी सबटो पॉपुलर प्रोडक्ट तमे कोटा कहिबो सेटा हला तमरो इक्विटी प्रोडक्ट इज अदरवाइज कॉल्ड एज ओनरशिप प्रोडक्ट आ कमे कोन कहूछ ओनरशिप प्रोडक्ट कहूछ ओनरशिप प्रोडक्ट काहे के एटा कहूछ कारण ए प्रोडक्ट धरो तमे किनुछ ना इफ यू बाय प्रोडक्ट व्हिच इज कॉल्ड इक्विटी प्रोडक्ट देन you will taking part of the different rights and different decisions of the company तमे कंपनी रे different decisions रे part नहीं परिबो where you could cite your opinion in the company's decisions से बाली तटे नीचे दो सेट पके so you are taking part of the different decisions what is being taken by the company जेतले जहा decisions नबो तमे भी तादरे involve रहिबो to at least give your opinion or suggestion whether company will accept it not accept it that's a different issue but you can suggest some decisions जदि आपण equity रे investment करूछन which is called a ownership share sem जदि equity preference रे तमे investment करूछो दीटा भीतर difference कोन general equity रे sometimes the company will not allow the people to make their to raise the decisions but जदि preference equity रे तमे investment करूछो ताहाले you can raise your decision तमे तमरो decision देई परिबो second हला जेतले तमरो company for an example company is now facing a huge loss सेठी से कोन करियो first settlement करिवो जो माने plain equity रे अछंती तांकर settlement कर दे कि तांकर close down कर दबो बट जने प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी रे अछंती तांको कोन अपन लास्ट पर्यंत से होल्ड हेकि रहले कंपनी कोन करबो लास्ट हो जेतले बायबैक शेयर्स करबो सेते बेले से कोन करबो तार जेते इक्विपमेंट्स थिबो एसेट्स थिबो ताको बिकिबो बिकी कि जेतले बायबैक करबो सेतले प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी को से सेटलमेंट करे बुझियो जी सो डिवेंचर ट्रस्ट कोन ए जो हमें इक्विटी रे इन्वेस्टमेंट कलो को प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी रे इन्वेस्टमेंट कलो हमें गोटे इंटरवल रे किछि ना किछि बेनिफिट पाइबा काट पाइबा जो जोठी हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करछु बुझि परछु इन्वेस्टमेंट जोठी करछु सेठी गोटे पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल रे हमें गोटे इनफ्लो मनी हबो जेमति बैंक रे तमे रखले इंटरेस्ट पाउछो सेमति सेठी इन्वेस्टमेंट करले स्टॉक मार्केट रे तमे डिवेंचर रिसीव करिवो जेतले तमे डिवेंचर रिसीव करछो तमे हलो डिवेंचर ट्रस्टीज एंड तमरो जो एग्रीमेंट है दैट इज कॉल्ड ट्रस्ट डीड सब मन रख सेबी रो काम हला ए जो डिवेंचर ता तम पाखरे राइट वे रे पहुंचिया दरकार न पहुंचले ये जीवो कोन ना सेटलमेंट हाउस को जीवो सेटल होबा को सेतबे जदी तमरो न पहुंचुची यू हैव टू मेक अ कंप्लेंट व्हाट अबाउट द ट्रस्टीज एंड डिवेंचर ट्रस्टीज बुझी परछो पिला माने थर्ड कहला इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग The All India Financial Institution हो कि मर्चेंट बैंकर्स हो और म्यूचुअल फंड हो से माने इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग ता करंदी इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग कहले कोन जेतले स्टॉक मार्केट रे प्रोडक्ट ओपन होबो निज कंपनी लोक ही ताको किनबे जेंति कि दिस पर्टिकुलर कांसेप्ट स्टार्ट विथ द फर्स्ट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी दैट इज कॉल्ड लिज्जत तमे जो लिज्जत पापड़ खाउछ ना एटा सेही इनसाइडिंग ट्रेडिंग और इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग के सेटो आरंभ हला सेठी कोन लिज्जत पापड़ वाला कौन करथिले इट वाज जेमति कि समस्त जानि छन इट्स अ बिग स्टोरी ऑफ success of a women entrepreneurship. So 10ଟା ଲୋକ ମିଶିକି 10ଟା women ମିଶିକି କଣ କରିଥିଲେ ନା first ଗୋଟେ small scale business start କରିଥିଲେ, which is of a pampered business. ତାପରେ it is become a large, 50 ଜଣ join କଲେ, and when it is open for its own share for the public, ସେତେବେଳେ first the company ରେ ହିଁ ଯେତେ employees ଥିଲେ company ତାଙ୍କୁ force କରିଥିଲା କି ତମେ ହିଁ କିଣ, so that insider trading ରହିବ, share ଟା ବାହାରକୁ ଯିବନି. Portfolio manager, investment advisor, register to capital issues, and share transfer agent. These are all the major function of SEBI. ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା SEBI ର କାମ ହେଲା portfolio managers, ଯେମିତି କି those who are AMC companies, asset management companies ହଉ, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଇଏ କଣ କରିବ ନା control କରୁଛି. Investment advisor, as a investor advisor also he is play a vital role. Capital issue को register करछि and shares transfer agent मानको भी register करछि. That is more probably these are the functions. आउ कोन functions रहउछि सेबी रे ना, जो माने stock broker अछंती, sub brokers, underwriter, bankers do issue the demat account and all, venture capital, सेमानको जो सेमान जो रहिले तांको भी substantially तांकर functions को observe करिया, monitor करिबा, it and control करिबा. It is also the function of SEBI. Last asila substantial acquisition of shares and takeover को भी से control करछि. Acquisition and takeover, these are major work of SEBI. SEBI ର କାମ ହେଲା कोन ना दीटा company, if they want to make some merger, acquisition or take out or takeover, say SEBI will put a step forward and help them to make all these functions with a very easiest way. This is what SEBI बुझी परलो पिला माने बहुत टाइम रे SEBI either 5 marks question or 8 marks questions रसे. Accordingly the question maker will ask तमे कोनटा question maker पचारछि सही हिसाब रे आंसर लिखिबो. अरे की किछि तमर कम्युनिकेशन नहीं कोन हिछि, why not communicating? बहुत पिला तो अच्छा अजी, काली बहुत कम पिला जॉइन करथिले, मते सर कहले. Okay, now came to the third unit, that is stock exchange. Now what is stock exchange? If you remember the first class, I told you that capital market is being divided into two parts, that is new issue market and stock market. Now new issue market is the market where first time of issuing of securities are being made. New issue market is the first market where issuing of securities are made. That means first time जो company तारो securities issue करिया चाहूँगी, से जीवो new issue market को. New issue market will make all these possible verifications, underwriting, issuing, कला करे से तारो product को open करूँगी new issue market. But the company who is already there in the now the company who is already in the already open the shares through the new issue market and wants to open his shares for the second time, जो company already तारो new issue market रो काम सारी देछि and से second time तारो securities open करिया चाहूँ market रे, what he will do? The company straight away go to stock exchange and register himself in the stock exchange and try to sell the product in the stock exchange. That is called further issue market. सेटा कहउछ हमें first issue market, एटा कहउछ further issue market. A stock exchange is an important factor for the capital market, where it is feel like a secure place where all systematic kind of a trade was made, and the securities which are being sought and sold over this well organized stock exchange are always looking forward for economic development. So stock exchange maybe we are saying that this is one of the most fluctuative market, speculative market and all. But yes, it is an organized market. And nowadays, all the bonds are traded over the counter system. That means OTC and online system. OTC है online system. आज के date में अपन जहाँ भी stock trading करिवे, it is very easy. It is available through the online system, and there is people who could able to raise their hand to help you. Similarly, AMC's asset management companies कि तमर गोटे individual broker हो, they always raise their hand to help you regarding where to make an investment, how to make an investment, what is the best options available for the investment. जोटा कि हमें जानी पारुनु, we will definitely take a help of this expert people, and this expert people will give you a real structure of the financial stock exchange and all. So आज के डेट रे जितला में stock exchange पहुंचू, the physical location is not required for the trading, because all trades are being made through the over the counter system. Means there is no counter. Over the counter means our counter आवश्यकता नहीं, and the product which is sold over this OTC platform, that is through the online system. Now came to the functions of the stock exchange. These are certain functions of the stock exchange which are called. Stock exchange plays a role of economic barometer. It will make the valuation of securities. It will try to complete the transactional safety. It will contribute to economic development. It will making the public aware of equity and investment. Some of the major offer scopes and for speculation was made by the stock exchanges. Stock exchanges facilitates liquidity. Better allocation of the capital was made through the stock exchange, and stock exchange always try to encourage the investment and savings. So these are major function. Came to one by one, try to understand. Role of an economic barometer. Now barometer कौन सकाळु जेमते हमें उठिले फर्स्ट फोन टा देखुचे एंड देखुचे कि आजिरो टेम्परेचर कौन रहिबो सेटे लिखा आइछि आजिरो टेम्परेचर मे बी 2 degree rise or 2 degree fall from yesterday, or in comparison to yesterday it is partly cloudy, or it is going to be sunny, or it is going to be snowfall. ये सब आपन को मोबाइल रे तले आपन उठुचनी मोबाइल रे देखले देखि दोछि ता माने कोन एटा गोटे हाइपोथेटिकल अजम्पशंस दोछि आजिरो वेदर फोरकास्ट पाई सेटा केमति डिसाइड होछि सेटा होछि तमरो जियोग्राफिकल बैरोमीटर थ्रू रे डिसाइड होछि बैरोमीटर माने बुझी परलो बैरोमीटर होला गोटे फ्यूचर रो hypothetical goal or objective or maybe end product ताको देखौछि सेटा ला barometer गोटे prediction करछि बहुत simple word रे कहले barometer is making predictions of the weather geographical barometers. So सेमती जितला में stock exchange पढुछु, the major function of the stock exchange, it acts as the economic barometer.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I'm टिके slide के तळगु नेमे
मुझे तम ग्रुप रे ऑलरेडी शेयर कर दी छी बदे बाबा देखिबो यदि न शेयर करथिबी मुझे शेयर कर देबी दिस वाज अप टिल 4th यूनिट पर्यंत अछि मु टिके 5th यूनिट टे टिके ता संगे ऐड करके आई विल शेयर इट.
Okay ma'am, thank you.
Okay, so it act as the economic barometer. That means what? Stock exchange role hela if about time it is one of the sensitive market. So this market can give a clear idea that whether we do have a economic development or it gives you a clear indication that there is no economic development. It will be going to be the economic stability, or due to some socio-cultural, due to some political, due to some legal or international obstacles, the economic system going to be fall down. So that means what? It indicates stock exchange through or stock exchange can give you a clear indication Stock exchange got a clear indication ଦଉଛି whether the market is going to up, तम market टा up हबो, यदि up हैला ताले economic development हबो, or it will indicate that it will be going to be stable, neither is no up no down, that means एटा गोटे static condition ने रहुची, सेटा भी कहि दबो, or else maybe it was going to be fall down due to कौन ना धरो गोटे social issues हिची कि तमर जेमती कि काली मो गोटे न्यूज़ देखुचली, that is Manipur is burning. So what about the Manipur stock exchange? The people who have invested their money in the stock exchange, that has fall down drastically. Now it is fall down, where in Manipur around 5,500 people are being evacuated from Manipur, and more than 100 people being die because of this social violence which is made in Manipur due to several reasons. Political, social, cultural issues are there. Because of that, Manipur is now is burning. So सेटिकार स्टॉक एक्सचेंज कोन होची, फॉल डाउन करची. सो एटा कोन खाली इकोनॉमिक थ्रू रे इकोनॉमिक रूल रेगुलेशन चेंज ले फॉल डाउन करची स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, नो. जोटा कि आरबीआई रे जदी इकोनॉमिक रूल्स रेगुलेशन में चेंज होची, पॉलिसीज रे चेंज होची, ताले आपण आरबीआई रे गोटे फॉल डाउन देखुचंती. बट स्टॉक एक्सचेंज रे इफ देयर इज एनी सोशल इश्यूज, स्टॉक एक्सचेंज फॉल डाउन. If there is any cultural issues, it will be fall down. If there is any kind of legal issues, political issues apart from the economy, then also you could see there is a huge, change in the economic parameter in the stock exchange. So that's why it was indicate as the economic parameter of the country. एटा कहर ना country रे economic parameter हिसाब रे हमें ताको देखुछु. Second कोची valuation of securities. So stock market always try to help the valuation of security based on the factors of supply and demand. Securities offered by the company that are profitable and growth oriented tend to be valued higher. Valuation of securities always help creditors, investors and government in performing their respective functions. तामने कोन valuation of securities, जेमति कि म ऑलरेडी तमनु कहितली कि जेतले गोटे कंपनी न्यू इश्यू मार्केट को जाउची, if the company have a turnover of 5 crore rupees, ताले तारा से minimum ता requirement ला 5 crore rupees. Minimum requirement रे 60% share से open कर परियो valuation हिसाब रे. ता माने कोन जदी कंपनी रे टर्नओवर 5 कोटी ताले ही से 3 कोटी टंका रो शेयर ओपन कर परिबो, अदरवाइज कर परिबोनी. सेमति जदी कंपनी रे वैल्यूएशन हला 10 कोटी ताले से तारा 6 कोटी टंका रो कंपनी रो प्रोडक्ट रो वैल्यूएशन करी बाहर कर परिबो. सेमति स्टॉक एक्सचेंज रो भी काम हला exact valuation of the securities karibo. If the company wants a huge amount of capital from the market, it was not permissible. Valuation of the product has been done by the current security market, current stock market, whether it is BSE, whether it is NSE or MCX, जो company and जो market under थिबो सेठी से valuation करिवो, and then it will supply according to the demand which is being raised by the market. एटा company को demand and supply हिसाब रे raised होची. Then company if the company is non profitable company, profit होनी की growth होनी, ताले भी बहुत time पे stock exchange try to delisted the company and try to make him once again listed after furnishing all these requirements. Got it? Third होची transactional safety. Transactional and transactional safety. Transactional safety ला कोण, जेमति कि मु as a individual Mr. X तर मु Mr. X मु पैसा लगेली गोटे कंपनी रे, and company कोन करछि ने तार कैपिटल रेज कला, कंपनी तार कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन कला, मो तो पैसा नला, कंपनी पैसा नला, आमे नो इन्वेस्टर्स on that particular company, and एमति करी कंपनी तार कैपिटल रेज कला. कैपिटल रेज करियार सेकंड टर्म हला कोन, से जो एलोकेशन ऑफ मनी करिवो, जो थी पाई कि से पैसाटा नेछि सेति के एलोकेशन करिवो, and पैसाटा जो लोकंटु धर मोटु नेछि तमे इन्वेस्टमेंट करछ, and से बॉन्ड रे लिखा हिछि the investment रो तार प्रॉफिट रो 20% से शेयर करिवो. Now it has to be maintained, whatever written over that performer, that has to be maintained, that the company has to share 20% on the benefit of the company with the with the investors. So ei jo transaction ta hobo kaha to hobo na amatu hobo company to haba amaku. So that transactional safety be SEBI one of the major work. Fourth, as a contributor to economic growth. So either mo tomaku padhibi listing of securities where in SEBI companies pays very high amount to be listed. Eti company mane bahut adhika amount pay karuchanti to be listed, and once they will got a listing in this particular particular market, ताहले सेठी कोन होबना से माने इकोनॉमिक लिस्टिंग थ्रू रे एते पैसा आसे एटा हमर इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को हेल्प करची. जेमति कि गोटे नुवा कंपनी हैला जे निजो को लिस्ट करिया चाहिए बस तो 25000 इनिशियल लिस्टिंग फी दबो जोटा कि नॉन रिवर्सेबल. ता परे से केते टंकार शेयर ओपन करूची 100 कोटी रे ओपन करूची ता पई गोटे डिफरेंट डिनोमिनेशन ऑफ मनी हैज टू बी गिवन जोटा भी परमानेंट रन आउट टू दी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. एमिति करी बहुत पैसा स्टॉक एक्सचेंज को जाए and it will create a economic growth for the for the country. Making public aware of equity investment. So it is one of the major work of SEBI to make the public aware of the equity investment. Now I always tell you that equity investment one of the major investment of the stock exchange. Stock exchange ro major investment kono na equity investment. लोक बेसी इक्विटी इन्वेस्टमेंट रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करंती डेप्थ रे करंती. So when it is a major investment, it has to be aware by the people. It लोकों को द्वारा awareness हबा दरकार कि मु डेप्थ इन्वेस्टमेंट मु करिबिनी मु इक्विटी इन्वेस्टमेंट करिबि. आ छडा मु जेमति तम मानन कहले कि इक्विटी प्रेफरेंस रे तमे इन्वेस्टमेंट करबो ताले आउरी भलो. इक्विटी प्रेफरेंस रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करले तुमको राइट्स मिलिबो टू टेक certain decision in the organization. Then offers scope for speculation. So what is speculation? Speculation ame कहूचे कोन ना गोटे hypothetical assumption which is spread by a particular number of people, particular group of people. जो माने ब्रोकर्स थांती, जॉबर्स थांती, सब ब्रोकर्स थांती, एजेंट स्पेसिफिकली कहले जो माने एजेंट थांती कोठी ना स्टॉक मार्केट रे तांका काम हैला कोन से माने स्पेकुलेशन स्प्रेड करी. Now what do you understand by speculation? Speculation हैला कोन ना फ्यूचर assumption which is in a healthy way. आमे दि स्पेकुलेशन करूछु और ताको हेल्दी स्पेकुलेशन कहूछु ताले ही मन रखंतु the healthy speculation brings a good market demand and supply. If it is an unhealthy speculation, it will never create a demand and supply in the market. Fine. Healthy speculation somebody demand and supply create coach market. Then came to the 7th point, that is called facilities for liquidity. So educated any product you will buy from stock market specifically, it came along with a high liquidity. Liquidity means converting your assets into money with a very fraction of time. Apan kon karbe na when there is a liquidity, whenever as an investor, for an example, you made your investment in the stock exchange, you could able to sell the product, you could able to buy the product, buy the product at any moment whenever you want. That was called 24/7 liquidity, which is being provided by the stock exchange. Then better allocation. Better allocation means what? The companies who are profit making company, तांका ପାଇଁ कि सबबेले SEBI तारो platform open रखे. So when there is a profit making company and all the profit making companies are listed under SEBI, then definitely they will play a better role. Last one, encourages investment and savings. It is one of the major duty of any stock exchange. Stock exchange ro kamara kono se encourage karibo. A constant encouragement has to be made through the stock exchange so that more and more people are feel attracted towards the investment. बुझी होची. So जदि आपण investment को encourage करिवे as a SEBI सबबेले investment को encourage करूची. So आपण जदि इन्वेस्टमेंट को एनकरेज करिवे लोक अधिक लोक ट्राई करिवे तांकर इन्वेस्टमेंट ता और सेबी रे निज पैसा लगेको स्टॉक एक्सचेंज रे निज पैसा लगेको. So these are the functions आसीगला तापर आसंतु what are the different features of stock exchange. Okay, features of stock exchange है कौन रहता? Stock exchange is a market of securities. It is sold the second-hand security product. It regulates the trade in securities, dealing only in registered securities. It will take care of the transactions, recognitions, measuring devices, operating as a rule. So these are the different kind of features of the stock exchange. आदरे मते बुझेबार किछ मते लागुनी जेमति के मार्केट ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज. That means what? It is a it will give the stock exchange will give a platform जोटी की the product are being asked for sold and we like general people will make a decision for the investment. Second feature Kochi, it was called as a second hand security. I already told you it because it is associated with the new issue market. Whenever the company tried to sell its securities for the first time, then new issue market को वाला second time आसिला तेरा कोट कैसला ना से stock market को आसिला. So ultimately it becomes the second hand securities. Then it will regulate the trade in securities. It will regulate the trade in securities. So security ର जहाँ भी आपनकर regulations अच्छी during the trades that is being established by the stock exchange. The stock exchange always emphasize dealings only in registered securities. So dealing in the registered securities means what? जो कंपनी माने लिस्टेड थिबे रजिस्टर्ड थिबे तांकरी कंपनी रो शेयर्स गुडा को ओपन रहइबो मार्केट रे in terms of the trading aspect. Otherwise no. The transactions, that means what the authorized brokers and members can only make the transactions for the security market. Then next one is called recognition. Recognition means the SEBI already being recognized by the central government on the 12th April of 1992. That's why the most of the authority of the SEBI is being from the Union Government of India, and they will they will create a create a member or kind of a body in the in the market. Next one, Kochi, measuring devices. So SEBI always try to develop the indicators of growth and securities in the business index and stock exchanges. So जो product thara अपन गोटे Mr. X company want to offer the product, so it is one of the major work of the SEBI is to measure the devices. Measure the devices like now what kind of product you are you wish to want to sell, like stock, bond, offer, option, sweep, whatever products. तो जो product आप open करिबा तार product रो valuation कौन हबो, that is also being decided by the stock exchange or stock exchanges, whatever stock exchange you are operating like BSE NSE जोटी आपण operate करते. Then it was operate as a rule creator. So सबले मन रखते stock exchange निजर rule टा निजे create करे, but it is approved to the BSE NSE. मुझे sorry, approved by the SEBI. Now we will try to study the two major stock exchanges of India, that is called BSE and NSE. Now who is going to tell me what is BSE and what is NSE? Anyone, Pilamani?
Bombay Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
National Stock Exchange.
सेटा तो full form है. But why these two stock exchange विषय ही हमें पढ़ू, अलग stock exchange विषय पढ़ू ना. Why we are considering these are two major stock exchanges of India? Yes. BSE is called the Bombay Stock Exchange and NSE is called the National Stock Exchange. These are two stock exchange which plays Asia's largest stock exchange. One is by the volume and one is by its creations. So Bombay Stock Exchange first time BSE विषय पढ़िबा. Bombay Stock Exchange it is Asia's oldest stock exchange which is created by the Britishers in the year of 1875. 1875 मसीहा जुलाई 9 तारीख दिन the Bombay Stock Exchange was created through the Native Shares and Stockbroker Association, which is being provided by the Britishers. Why? Because they try to, help the America. American Civil War which is started in year of late 1865 American Civil War started. And Britishers really wants to help the America. The Native Shares and Stockbroker Association start kali, and through that particular stock exchange, activate and through that money has been transferred to American Civil War and help the Civil War. Bombay Stock Exchange, a primitive stock exchange of the Asia, first and oldest stock exchange, जोटा कि 1875 रे स्टार्ट हुआ. जितने कि हमें एनएससी कथा दी पड़िबा. एनएससी बहुत लेट 1992 रे स्टार्ट हला. बीएससी रे आपण कोन प्रोडक्ट देखिबे. बीएससी रे आपण डेट प्रोडक्ट भी देखिबे, आपण इक्विटी प्रोडक्ट्स भी देखिबे. जोटी कि एनएससी रे प्रोडक्ट केवल इक्विटी रहइबो. इक्विटी रे डिफरेंट डिनोमिनेशंस रहइबो, जेंति कि प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी, नॉन प्रेफरेंस इक्विटी, कन्वर्टेबल इक्विटी, नॉन कन्वर्टेबल इक्विटी, एमटी सो प्रोडक्ट कोटी ना एनएससी रे आपण देखिबे. बट एनएससी जदि हमें कहबा वॉल्यूम ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन, यस वॉल्यूम ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन रे इज योर एनएससी plays as the first role in NSE, like National Stock Exchange रे first role को trade करूची. So that was called NSE. Now there is a little difference between NSE and BSE. जितना में देखिए NSE देखो, NSE is one of the biggest stock exchange in terms of its turnover. But BSE कथा में तेरे पढ़ुचु. BSE is the Asia's oldest stock exchange, which is started with a legacy of the, Britishers. NSE is now electronic based trading, where it was established through the electronic system or it is fully automated. जदि BSE हमें कहूचु. Sorry, BNSE कहूचु. BSE है कौन? BSE stands at the 10th position in the global stock exchange, and it is also enjoys the lower volume of among investors with the trader alike. That means for the NSE कथा कहूचु, it volume of transaction बहुत high. That's why some monopolized way of dealing was being made in NSE. But BSE कौन कहूचु ना? BSE is enjoying the lower volume among the investors. आर लोअर वॉल्यूम ऊपर रहउची. ता माने कोन इन्वेस्टमेंट रो वॉल्यूम टा लो रहउची. अपन डेट रे जति इन्वेस्टमेंट करबे इक्विटी ता तो अधिका करबे. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कम रहउची टर्नओवर ता. The NSE has more than 1600 companies listed over it. NSE the 1600 companies are being listed. In BSE there is more than 5000 listed companies you can see in BSE. In NSE stock exchange index is called Nifty, and whereas BSE stock exchange, index is called Sensex. Now, okay, how to identify? तमर जो stock index टा मैं कहूचु, सेटा केमती तमे जानिबो? Index रो value टा केमती जाना पड़े रे पिलाने? এটা তো প্রায় তুমি টিভি দেখুথিবো, awareness থিবো, তুমি জানিথিবো. How to find out the index value? चलो आजिकार BSE रे index value है 27500. से 27,500 टाको केमिति डिराइव करा जाउची माने बीएससी रो प्रति इंडेक्स रो वैल्यू हला आज के डेट रे सकाळ तर ओपनिंग रे आरंभ हला 27,500 त केमिति डिराइव करा जाउची इंडेक्स वैल्यू बीएससी एनएससी पे दीटा पे डिफरेंट बीएससी रे कोन होची ना टॉप 30 स्टॉक इंडेक्सेस को से माने आइडेंटिफाई करूचंदी फॉर एन एग्जांपल इन्फोसिस टाटा अंबानी एमानकर जेते स्टॉक वैल्यू अछि से माने टॉप 30 कंपनीज तांकर इंडेक्स वैल्यू रो वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट नै गले व्हाटएवर वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट सेटा हला तारो इंडेक्स रो कॉस्ट ए जो टॉप 10 स्टॉक इंडेक्स स्टॉक प्रोडक्ट नेले सेटा ଗୋଟେ सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट इदो जेमति कि आइदर इट इज गवर्नमेंट और इट इज स्टील व्हाटएवर जोटी कि बीएससी रे 30 टा टॉप स्टॉक कंपनी रो स्टॉक को नै के आइडेंटिफाई करा जाउची कोन ना तार इंडेक्स वैल्यू सेटी एनएससी रे सेमति 50 टा स्टॉक कंपनी रो बेस्ट जो माने अछंती प्रॉफिटेबल स्टॉक कंपनीज अछंती सेमानंकर जो तांको प्रोडक्ट वैल्यू रो नै कि वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट नै गेले इंडेक्स वैल्यू तो बाहरी गला जानि परलो पिला माने NSE was recognized as a stock exchange in 1993 जोटी की BSE was recognized just a minute physical system पड़ा है NSE was established in 1992 but recognized in 93 जोटी की BSE was established in 1875 and stock exchange is recognized in India in 1957 after we getting our we are getting our freedom it है BSE NSE काली हमें ट्रेडिंग नेक्स्ट क्लास जेबे आसीबो तादरे हमें पढिबा गोटे कोन ना लिस्टिंग ऑफ सिक्युरिटीज वन ऑफ द मेजर ये रहिबो तमर एटारे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज रिफॉर्म्स गुडा मु तुमको देई देबी रिफॉर्म्स गुडा नीचे पढिबो लिस्टिंग ऑफ सिक्युरिटीज पढि दबा तले तमर थर्ड यूनिट सरथिबो तापर फोर्थ यूनिट बुझिबो ओके नाउ यू टेल मी इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन और समथिंग नो क्वेश्चंस काली खाली गिरधारी सरंग क्लास हेतिला पिला माने
Yes, ma'am.
ओके आजी पीडी दास सर तो क्लास नेबे मे बी जॉइन करिचंद कि नै देखि जॉइन करना हंदी जॉइन करिवे कहिचंदी बट ही इज आउट ऑफ स्टेशन मु जाननी से कहले कि मोर बहुत टाइम रे ये करि जाउची इंटरनेट टा करेक्ट वे रे लागोनी दैट्स व्हाई प्रॉब्लम होची देखिबा आज कोन होची क्लासेस रो नले सर को कहिबा सर जेतले कम बैक करिवे तमरो तमे गोटे टाइम मते कहिबा सेतेबेले सर को गोटे एक्स्ट्रा क्लास करे देबी okay thank you we'll wait for the PD sir and notes ta mu tike unit 5 ta tadare add kale tom manu ko share kar okay thank you stay with the meeting sir asile seti tame join kar thank you